There are many PNGtubers on TikTok and YouTube. Most of them are cringe, others are amazing. But one of the best PNGtubers is often overlooked. That PNGtuber is Royalpear. Now, I'm sorry for that foreign effect, but Royalpear has said on his podcast that a bunch of PNGtubers are cringe. But he wants to be not cringe, and I think he succeeded. Now, some of his videos are like tier lists, which some people would call cringe, but the way Royalpear does tier lists is just amazing. Okay, we're gonna be watching Trend tier list by Royalpear. This is probably his most recent tier list.
Crazy Trend tier list. The Tide Pod Challenge. Why did y'all do this? I feel like this trend...
Okay, so this is a trend that killed people. And he's not joking about it, he's being serious, so I'm gonna give this a like.
Alone is the reason why adults hate us. F tier.
Yep.
Next is the Mannequin Challenge. And this is what a trend should be. Harmless, inoffensive, and fun to do.
See, exactly. He wants people to be safe while he's also still being
It's an S tier, unlike the Devious Lick Challenge. This challenge was just basically stealing. I believe someone at my school stole a
Yeah, don't do that.
sink. So once again, F tier, let's forget it ever happened.
Yep, he wants people to not do crimes.
Next is the Milk Crate Challenge. This one went pretty viral on TikTok, and while it looks fun, it was hurting a lot of people. I'll give it a B tier though.
Okay, so this one isn't as bad because it's only hurting the person doing the trend, so that's why I got it.
And finally, we're gonna end on the worst trend of all time, the NyQuil Chicken Challenge. Yes, people were actually doing this, and this doesn't even deserve F tier. This deserves the Chemical Warfare tier.
Yeah, okay. So see, he doesn't want people to get hurt. He's not joking about people getting hurt, which is nice. So, yeah, this is great because, see, he's not joking about people getting hurt. He does have funny jokes in his other content, though. Some PNGtubers, just like they would make fun of the people who did the content. They wouldn't put it in F tier. They'd be like, haha, this is so funny. Or they just wouldn't make a video about it. But Royalpear doesn't just make tier list videos. Here, let me show you another video he made. Okay, now we're gonna be watching the worst video on YouTube. And I didn't actually hear about this.
The AI slop video that is playing in the background has 400 million views. And that's
this is so sad. Chat, Royalpear should have 400 million views, not whatever AI slop this is.
The worst part is that it got that in 3 weeks. It was the third most viewed video for
And if you round it up, it gets to 500 million.
And I just gotta say, I don't know who is watching this, but it better not be real people. Otherwise, we are cooked. The AI...
Chat, we are cooked. We are cooked. Yeah, guys, it's true. We are cooked. But there's one way you can stop being cooked. And that is by hitting that subscribe button. Let's go. Sorry, chat. Sorry for plugging my my content, but here, let's watch another video by Royalpear.
These are things the internet has ruined.
Okay, things that the internet has ruined. It's basically everything. They ruined Royalpear even.
Are the words imposter, suspicious, and vent. No matter what the...
Not vent. Vent is usually fine still, but
context is, when these are said, I can only think of Among Us. Second is the word massive. When this is said, I can only think of Ninja.
That is completely correct. Chat, Royalpear is massive. His sub count is massive.
With the low taper fade. I swear, bro, in 30 years, if a doctor says, I'm sorry, sir, we tried our best, but your wife's brain tumor was too massive, I might actually laugh. And
I feel like in 30 years, then everyone would know the meme, though. They wouldn't say that.
Finally, the internet has ruined my favorite video game. This is probably the case with most people, but anytime I see these Pokemon, I want to die. These are things...
Oh, no. Yeah, this is true. Don't look those Pokemon. Look those Pokemon up. Do not look those Pokemon up. But do look Tropius up, because that is actually what Royalpear's mascot is. It is a Tropius from Pokemon. That's the one thing I'm sad about, is Royalpear can't make merch, and if he does, it has to be like an actual pair. He can't make it a Tropius, because Tropius is not his mascot. Tropius is actually owned by Pokemon, which is owned by Nintendo, and Nintendo loves suing people. So, like, even this plushie he made, it doesn't look like Tropius basically at all. But Nintendo might still sue him. Okay, he has this one video on this channel called The First Rickroll, and I don't think I've seen this one. I don't think I've seen it yet.
Death row meal tier.
Whoa.
What happens when you ping 100,000 people?
What happens? Okay, this is not the video I clicked on, but let's watch this. What happens when you ping 100,000 people?
At everyone. And let's see how fast it goes. My computer's lagging! While this plays at 50 times speed, I want to thank everyone for 100,000.
I'm on his server before he hit 1,000 people, but I don't remember this happening.
Discord members, and now we'll make a voice chat and let people join. Never mind.
Those sound effects. Chat, like this video if you like Clash of Clans.
That was a mistake. What happens with...
Okay,
Death row meal tier list. Sometimes criminals can request a final meal before they die, and over the years, there's been some weird ones. Like this guy, who asked for 2 pints of mint chocolate ice cream, and
that's good.
Ate them both alone in his...
That doesn't sound that bad. Ice cream is my favorite food.
The night before his execution. And honestly, I'm gonna give him A tier. It's really not that bad of a way to go.
I feel like I would like a proper full meal, but yeah, that's
unlike
that's fine.
This guy's last meal. This is James Edward Smith, and right before his execution, he requested to eat a lump of dirt. This was denied, and he was given yogurt. So either way, it's an F tier.
Why was he given yogurt? Yeah, why'd they give him yogurt? Yogurt's horrible.
I don't know what bro was thinking. But then we get to Lawrence Brewer, who probably has the most insane last meal. He asked for 2 chicken fried steaks smothered in gravy, a triple bacon cheeseburger, a massive beef and cheese omelet, a large bowl of fried okra with ketchup, an entire pound of barbecue with half a loaf of white bread, fajitas, a meat lover's pizza, 3 root beers, a pint of Bluebell vanilla ice cream, and a slab of peanut butter fudge with peanuts on top.
That's just too much. That you would throw up like 4 times and still wouldn't have all the food in your stomach.
Sounds like
the food would never be in,
right? Well, when the food arrived, he said he was full and didn't eat any of it. And now he's known as the reason why Texas doesn't do last meal. Death row meal tier list.
Okay, yeah, F tier. Royalpear actually lives in Texas. So, with that, that's the end of this video. Please like, subscribe, do all that, comment. But yeah, chat, I do recommend you check out Royalpear. And he isn't the only good PNGtuber. I mentioned MatPat. There's also some other ones. Dream is pretty good. But yeah, chat, I'm gonna end the video here.